Court of Brevard County, Florida is now in session. The Honorable Judge Morgan Dryman presiding.
Please be seated. I could have one moment. Okay, it appears that we do have a verdict, and so unless I hear something else, we'll bring the jury, we'll bring Mr. Bradley into the courtroom. And then as soon as Mr. Bradley is in the courtroom and seated, we'll bring the jury into the courtroom. Okay, we do have a verdict, and so we'll bring the jury into the court.
All rise, jury is present.
Okay, please be seated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, has the jury selected a foreperson?
Yes.
And what is the number of the foreperson?
108.
Okay, number 108, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes.
Can you please hand your verdict forms to the court deputy? Okay, Madam Clerk, can you please publish the verdicts?
Why don't we stand up? Is that all right?
That would be fine.
In the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Brevard County, Florida, case number 05-2012 CF 035337A. In the state of Florida versus Brandon Lee Bradley. We, the jury, find as follows as to count one as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. If you find the defendant guilty of any offense above, you must answer the following. A, did the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, actually possess a firearm during the commission of the offense? Yes. B, if yes to A, did the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, discharge a firearm during the commission of the offense? Yes. C, if yes to B, did the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, cause death as a result of discharging a firearm during the commission of the offense? Yes. And D, was Barbara Pill a law enforcement officer? Yes. So say we all this first day of April 2014 in Viera, Brevard County, Florida, signed by the foreperson, juror number 108. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 2. The defendant in this case, the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, is guilty of robbery. So say we all this first day of April 2014 in Viera, Brevard County, Florida, signed by the foreperson, juror number 108. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 3. The defendant in this case, the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, is guilty of fleeing or attempting to elude a law enforcement officer, siren and lights activated with high speed or reckless driving. So say we all this first day of April 2014 in Viera, Brevard County, Florida, signed by the foreperson, juror number 108. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 4. The defendant in this case, the defendant, Brandon Lee Bradley, is guilty of resisting officer with violence. So say we all this first day of April 2014 in Viera, Brevard County, Florida, signed by the foreperson, juror number 108.
Okay, please be seated. Does counsel for either party wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the deputy clerk will poll the jury. That simply means that she will ask each of you individually if the verdict that she has read is your verdict. If it is, you need only answer yes. If it is not, of course, you should answer no. Madam Clerk, please poll the jury.
Juror number 147, is this your verdict? Juror number 125, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 156, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 1, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 65, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 87, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 102, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 114, is this
Yes.
your verdict? Juror number 124, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 108, is this your verdict?
Yes.
And juror number 107, is this your verdict?
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are excused for today. We will reconvene at 9 a.m. on Thursday. I want to make sure I have the right date. Thursday, April 3rd at 9 a.m. You are to report to the jury assembly room on Thursday at 9 a.m. During this break, you must continue to abide by the rules governing your service as a juror. Specifically, do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else, or allow anyone to discuss it in your presence. Do not speak to the lawyers, the parties, or the witnesses about anything. You must avoid reading newspaper headlines and/or articles relating to this trial or its participants. Avoid seeing or hearing television, radio, or internet comments about this trial. Do not conduct any research yourself regarding any matters concerning this case. As far as the jury, you will be on recess until Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Thank you.
All rise.
Okay, please be seated. I'm going to turn on the mics for all, for the defense and the state. Now, Mr. Bradley, at this time, it's my obligation to advise you of certain rights. You have the right to a pre-sentence investigation. You have the right to a mental examination. You have the right to present evidence and call witnesses during the penalty phase. You have the right to testify during the penalty phase, and you have a right to appeal the convictions. Mr. Bradley, do you understand these rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's my understanding that we are, in speaking with the attorneys, will commence the penalty phase. I would probably want to meet with you at 8:30 on Thursday morning, so if there's any preliminary matters that we need to address, are we aware of any that will need to address at this time? Okay, I'll give you, I will be working tomorrow. If there's anything that we need to address, that you need to advise me of, I'll be in the office tomorrow as well. But we'll reconvene at 8:30 on Thursday. Expect to start with the jury at 9 o'clock on Thursday. Okay, any preliminary matters on either side?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Okay, court will be in recess until 8:30 Thursday, April the 3rd. Thank you. Mr. Bradley, you can go with the court deputies. Thank you.
Brandon, I'll meet you next week.
Mr. Moore,
Yes, ma'am.
for Thursday, are you